In the grand arena of global power, two titans stand at the forefront: China and the United States. This rivalry has evolved into a complex battle for dominance that encompasses economic, military, technological, and ideological realms. As we delve into this multifaceted conflict, we uncover the strategies, stakes, and implications that shape our world today. The economic landscape is where this battle is most vividly illustrated. Since its accession to the World Trade Organization in 2001, China has rapidly ascended to become the world's largest trading nation. By 2018, over two-thirds of countries traded more with China than with the US, marking a significant shift in global trade dynamics. This rise has been fueled by China's export-driven economy and its deep integration into global supply chains. China's economic strategy has been characterized by state capitalism, where the government plays a crucial role in directing economic activity. This model has allowed China to achieve remarkable growth rates, lifting hundreds of millions out of poverty. However, it has also led to accusations of unfair trade practices, intellectual property theft, and currency manipulation. The US, under various administrations, has responded with tariffs and trade restrictions aimed at leveling the playing field. The trade war initiated during the Trump administration marked a significant escalation in this rivalry. Tariffs were imposed on billions of dollars worth of goods, prompting retaliatory measures from China. The consequences of this conflict were felt globally, disrupting supply chains and leading to increased costs for consumers. As both nations grappled with the fallout from these policies, the pandemic further complicated matters, highlighting vulnerabilities in global supply chains that both countries are now eager to address. In recent years, China has also focused on enhancing its domestic consumption as a driver of growth. The dual circulation strategy emphasizes reliance on internal markets while still engaging with international trade. This shift aims to insulate China from external shocks and reduce dependency on foreign markets, an approach that could have long-term implications for global trade patterns. At the heart of this economic rivalry lies China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. Launched in 2013, this ambitious infrastructure project aims to enhance China's economic influence by connecting Asia with Africa and Europe through a network of trade routes, both land and maritime. The BRI is not merely an economic endeavor, it is also a strategic initiative designed to secure China's position as a global leader. Through investments in infrastructure projects like railways, ports, and energy facilities across more than 60 countries, China seeks to create new markets for its goods while simultaneously expanding its geopolitical reach. The BRI not only strengthens China's strategic position, but also poses a direct challenge to US hegemony by increasing China's control over critical sea routes and resources located in the Heartland region. In response to the BRI, the US has sought to strengthen alliances with countries like India and Japan through initiatives such as the Blue Dot Network, which aims to promote high-quality infrastructure investment in developing nations. This counter-strategy reflects a broader effort by the US to maintain influence in regions traditionally aligned with Western powers. The technological race is another crucial front in this rivalry. Both nations are vying for supremacy in emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, quantum computing, biotechnology, and 5G networks. The competition is not just about technological advancement, it is about who will set the standards for future innovations that will shape economies and societies worldwide. The US has responded to perceived threats from Chinese tech firms by imposing restrictions on companies like Huawei and TikTok, viewing these actions as necessary to safeguard national security. The fear is that Chinese technology could be used for espionage or could undermine democratic values through surveillance capabilities. Conversely, China is investing heavily in technology sectors to reduce its dependency on US innovations. Initiatives like Made in China 2025 aim for self-sufficiency in critical areas, such as semiconductors and renewable energy technologies. This push towards technological independence is coupled with aggressive government funding for research and development, positioning China as a formidable competitor on the world stage. Moreover, China's focus on AI development has been particularly noteworthy. The Chinese government has set ambitious goals to become the world leader in AI by 2030, investing billions into research institutions and private companies alike. This commitment raises concerns about ethical standards and data privacy as China implements AI technologies across various sectors, from surveillance systems to healthcare. Military tensions further complicate this landscape. The potential for conflict looms large, particularly over Taiwan, a flashpoint that could ignite broader hostilities between these superpowers. Taiwan's strategic location and its status as a leading semiconductor manufacturer make it a critical asset in this rivalry. Both nations are bolstering their military capabilities while engaging in strategic posturing to deter aggression from one another. The US commitment to defending Taiwan has been reaffirmed through arms sales and military exercises in the Indo-Pacific region. In response, China has ramped up military drills near Taiwan and increased its naval presence in contested waters such as the South China Sea. This military buildup raises concerns about miscalculations leading to conflict. Analysts warn that even minor incidents could escalate quickly into larger confrontations with catastrophic consequences, not just for the US and China, but for global stability as well. Furthermore, both nations are investing heavily in modernizing their military forces. The US continues to enhance its naval capabilities while focusing on advanced technologies like hypersonic weapons and cyber warfare capabilities. Meanwhile, China's rapid military modernization efforts include developing advanced missile systems and expanding its naval fleet, signaling its intent to project power beyond its borders. Beyond economics and military might lies an ideological struggle between two contrasting visions of governance: democracy versus authoritarianism. The US, historically positioned as a champion of democratic values and human rights, faces challenges as China's model of state-led capitalism gains traction among developing nations seeking rapid growth without adopting Western democratic norms. China promotes its governance model as an alternative path to development, one that prioritizes stability and economic growth over individual freedoms. This ideological battle extends into international organizations where both nations seek influence over norms related to trade practices, environmental standards, and human rights. As countries around the globe navigate this geopolitical minefield, many are forced to choose sides or adopt a neutral stance, an increasingly difficult position given the interconnectedness of global economies. The ideological conflict also plays out in public diplomacy efforts where both nations attempt to win hearts and minds globally. Through initiatives like cultural exchanges or foreign aid programs, each nation seeks to project soft power while countering narratives that portray them unfavorably on issues like human rights or environmental stewardship. The implications of this rivalry extend far beyond bilateral relations between China and the US. They resonate across continents, affecting international relations and economic stability worldwide. Countries are increasingly forced to navigate this geopolitical minefield. Smaller nations often find themselves caught between choosing sides or attempting to maintain neutrality amidst growing pressures from both powers. For instance, African nations have historically relied on both American aid programs and Chinese investments, creating complex relationships that can shift based on changing political landscapes or economic needs. Similarly, European countries are reassessing their own positions within this rivalry as they balance economic ties with China against traditional alliances with the United States. As we analyze these dynamics further, it becomes clear that emerging challenges such as climate change demand cooperative solutions rather than competitive ones. a reality that complicates an already tense relationship between these superpowers. As China and the US continue their fierce competition for supremacy across multiple fronts, the outcome remains uncertain. The world watches closely as these two giants engage in a complex interplay of cooperation and conflict that will shape not only their futures, but also that of nations around the globe. If you found this exploration of the China-US rivalry insightful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more dynamic content. Join us as we continue uncovering the stories behind today's most influential players in the global economy.